I'm going to show you something in this video that's ultra cool. It might even blow your mind, but I'm in the town of Jamestown, California. About 5 miles away from Sonora, and well, something really cool took place here in history, especially if you are a fan of sitcoms in the 1960s. Let's look around a little bit, and you're gonna love this video. This town is like something out of a movie set, and it should be, because Jamestown has been featured in more movies than I can even count, as we'll see. They have a place where a list of movies shot here is located, I think, in the town square. It's a beautiful day here in Jamestown. It's going to be sunny. Shooting with the Canon G7X Mark III today. Now look at that hotel, National Hotel. Over here, I'm not sure what this great looking building is here. The Emporium, 1897. See if we can pop in and take a look at the National Hotel here on the inside. 1859. Really old west. Ready to set up for the day. Hello? Somebody back there, but I guess they're busy. Upstairs and look around a little bit. I don't know what it was with the chains on the doors. Coffee service. No, I'm not going to mooch a coffee. Nice people generally let you look around if you say please or have a good attitude. But this town figures prominently as a huge railhead for the Sierra rail line back in the mid to late 1800s. And that's going to be a big part of our story here. But the downtown is really quite lovely. It's not a huge town, about 3,500 people. The Virginian, Dodge City, Marx Brothers go west, My Little Chickadee, Dodge City. Duel in the sun. Bound for glory. Classy. Amazing history. But this is not the main event in town. We got to hop back in the car. As cool as all this is, it can't hold a candle to what's about a half a mile up the hill. I'm excited. I've waited a lot of years to see this. Welcome to Realtown, 1897 State Historic Park. And it's Saturday, so there's going to be quite a few people around, and they're engaged in an interesting project I want to show you too. But let's head over and look around a little bit. Probably wondering what those guys are doing behind me there. They doing something with that old, it looks like an old crane lift from maybe a log lifter back in the day. And I'll explain what they're doing. The reason I know is that this is the second time I've come here to video, having lost all of my footage before. But they are actually taking this old logger unit apart, and they're going to move it up to Willits and restore it up there. Willits is north of Santa Rosa on the 101, about 50 miles north, and they're going to restore this and put it in the Museum of Motive Power. So little by little they're taking it apart, and they're going to transport it on flatbeds. I hope somebody's taking a good picture that has a good idea of where all the parts go. It's time to put it back together. operator's seat there. Quite a project. And then they're loading all the components onto the flatbed here. I doubt if they'll get it in one truckload, but this is a super long bed here. Good morning. Grizzly. The old depot. It appears they may be moving this Pullman car into the shed here to do a restoration project. There she goes. I guess they're moving the other direction. All aboard! All aboard!
How's that?
What they're actually doing is pulling that car out of the shed. I guess being Saturday, they're having a rail day here. I think the second Saturday in November or something. So I think they're going to put it onto this track and use it for the tours today. I'm glad I came back today because it's a little more interesting than the other day. A lot more activity. But did you see it up ahead? Did you? Should I give you another hint? Okay. I'm not the best singer in the world, but here goes. Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Petticoat Junction. Forget about your cares and relax at the junction. Toot, toot, toot. Lots of curves, you bet. And even more when you get to the junction. Petticoat Junction. Okay, I won't go over the Uncle Joe one, but we know that. But here we are, guys. Probably one of the most iconic images in 1960s sitcom. The water tank that was used in the opening scene, Billy Joe, Betty Joe, and Bobby Joe, for Petticoat Junction. Now they added a roof on that probably for preservation purposes, but many of the scenes of Petticoat Junction, particularly the ones involving the Cannonball, famous number 3 on the Sierra line, which was used in more motion pictures and sitcoms than any other locomotive, was the Cannonball. And Floyd was the conductor. I can't remember who the engineer was, but this was certainly the fantasy of a lot of young men back in the day. See the water coming out of it, and you can almost see Billy Joe, Betty Joe, and Bobby Joe, their heads popping up over top of the side of the water tank there. It's an amazing piece of TV history right there. One of the most iconic images of the 60s country corn sitcoms, Petticoat Junction. Looks like they had a bit of a fire here. Take a look. Yeah, I would say so. Fire is the worst enemy up here due to the shortage of water. The Three Sisters. Producer of the country corn comedies, the Beverly Hillbillies, the Green Acres, and Petticoat Junction. It's wildly popular back in the day. And Petticoat Junction was actually based on his recollections of either his grandmother's or his aunt's hotel in Missouri. The issue was, though, when he went to do production, he had to get a place that had a steam locomotive that was operational and was scenic too. Couldn't just run around anywhere. And Jamestown really fit the bill because of their collection of working locomotives. And the Sierra number 3 pictured here was the most famous one of all, and it was used in so many movies, painted with different railroad company insignia. It's very famous. So why is an old number 3 here? Well, it's up in Amador County, north of here. They donated it to a museum where it is on display, Jackson, California. Now you know the Petticoat Junction story. Man, I wish I could have met those girls. That's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this stop. Definitely worthwhile to see that history from one of my favorite sitcoms growing up. Yeah, Uncle Joe was kind of a hero of mine. He liked to take it easy, but I like to show stuff. If you've enjoyed this video, as usual, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and join me. I bring a little more depth to my travel than just taking a picture of a train. Thumbs up or appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.